Broncos vs. Saints. Denver dominates New Orleans 33-10 in tough loss for Dennis Allen during Sean Payton's return. On a night filled with nostalgia, Sean Payton made his return to the Caesars Superdome, where Drew Brees was honored at halftime with his induction into the New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame. But for Saints fans, the joy of the ceremony quickly faded as they witnessed a grim reminder of how far the team has fallen since its glory days. In a disheartening 33-10 defeat, the Saints faced off against their former coach Payton and the Denver Broncos. Despite the Broncos not being at their best, the Saints' struggles were painfully evident, missing key players like quarterback Derek Carr and top receivers Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed due to injuries. The team couldn't find its rhythm. Rookie quarterback Spencer Rattler, while giving it his all, showed why he was a fifth-round pick, as the Saints floundered offensively all night, starting the season strong at 2-0. The Saints have now plummeted to 5 consecutive losses, 2 of which were particularly humiliating. Last week, the defense was overwhelmed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a staggering 51-27 defeat. This week, they fell to a coach and franchise icon they traded away just this offseason. Historically, the Saints haven't lost back-to-back home games by 20 or more points since 2001, something that surely weighs heavily on the minds of ownership and fans alike. The conversation about head coach Dennis Allen's future is growing louder, especially after such a disappointing showing. A night of missed opportunities. Thursday night's game was frustrating to watch. One baffling moment came just before halftime when the Saints called a timeout with 4 seconds left, only to take a knee. Running out the clock, it left fans scratching their heads. While the Broncos improved to 4-3 under Payton's guidance, the Saints struggled to generate any excitement after Brees' halftime ceremony. Quarterback Bo Nix displayed inconsistency, but he managed to throw for 134 yards and rush for 41 in the first half. Leading to a 16-3 halftime lead, the Broncos didn't capitalize in the red zone, but it was enough to keep the Saints at bay. A disheartening decline. After a promising start to the season, the Saints have drastically underperformed. Their initial wins against the Panthers and Cowboys have proven hollow, as both defenses are among the league's weakest. The injuries have taken their toll, but they don't fully explain the lack of effort shown, particularly on defense in recent games. In the second half, the Broncos relied heavily on their running game, exploiting glaring holes in the Saints' defense. Getting steamrolled for 2 straight weeks is a tough pill to swallow, especially with Payton walking away with an easy victory. The Saints are struggling on both sides of the ball, and watching their former coach claim a decisive win in New Orleans only adds salt to the wound. As the season progresses, fans are left wondering what's next for this once great franchise.